Hi, I'm Rob, I'm the head chef at 1539 at Chester Racecourse. Today we're doing pan-fried Anglesey sea bass, hazelnut crusted scallop, vanilla mash and butternut squash puree. Once you've chopped the butternut squash, what you need to do is get some chicken stock. Bring it just up to the level and a couple of blocks of butter and a small sprig of thyme. Then just put it over onto the stove. Bring it up to the gentle boil and then simmer it until it's tender. And then we'll pass it and blend it into a smooth puree. I'm just going to chop the leeks finely. And take out the root of the shallots. Finely slice that. Put it into a pan with a couple of blocks of butter and just soften it gently. To the softening shallots and leeks, I'm just going to add a couple of slices of garlic. I'm just going to soften it up, and then we're going to add some white wine and chicken stock to it, reduce it down, and it's going to start the base of our vanilla cream sauce. So we've got a vanilla pod here. We're going to put a little bit of it in the sauce. Just going to cut it in half and just gently cut down the back so as not to split it completely. Open it up and just remove the seeds. Best way of doing this is to warm the vanilla slightly so that you can loosen the vanilla up so that the seeds come out a lot easier. Now that the leeks and the shallots are softening nicely, just going to add a small splash of white wine. We're going to reduce it by about half, and then we're going to add the chicken stock and bring that again down by half. What we're going to do with the vanilla skin is just produce a little garnish. All we're going to do is just take very thin strips and then dry them out. You can put them in the oven on a low temperature or just leave them somewhere warm if you can do them a few hours before. All we're going to do is just leave them under the lights in the kitchen and just allow them to dry out to the thermal. Now that the chicken stock and the white wine is reduced again by half, we're going to add some cream to it. And all we want to do is just warm it gently and then just pull it off to the side, or just put it on a low heat just so that it starts to infuse with all the flavours. Once the butternut squash is tender, what we're going to do is we're going to just drain off the excess liquid, put it in a food processor and blend it. With the other half of the vanilla, we're then taking the seeds out. We're going to put this into the mashed potato. What you'll end up with is wonderful black specks running through the mashed potato, which has, believe it or not, quite a savoury taste with it. Once you've seasoned it up with a little bit of salt and some cream and butter in there. With the excess vanilla pods that you've got left over, you can put it into sugar and save that to use with desserts, or put it in your coffee if you want a vanilla coffee. So what we're going to do is just trim up the sea bass and just check for there's no scales or pinbones in it. So if you hold the fish at the tail and just gently drag the knife following into the scales, you'll see we've got a few scales on there. All we need to do is just get rid of them. And just check down the middle just to make sure there's no pinbones. What we're going to do is just trim up the sea bass following the natural line, more for presentation than anything. Take the tail off, and then with this one we're just going to cut it in half, and that's the Anglesey sea bass. So I'm just going to pass the sauce now. It's reduced slightly just to get rid of all the little bits. Careful not to get any pips in it. The lemon juice just helps cut through the fattiness of the cream. This is the butternut squash puree. What we did was we blended it, we took the thyme out, we've seasoned it up. This is the consistency we're looking for, so it helps when we do the pumpkin puree drags on the plate. Season them up on both sides and just season the scallop. Try not to be scared when you do this. Put it in the pan away from you, but hold it down, it will help give you a crisp skin. It does curl up, don't worry too much about it. Once the initial heat into it, it'll start to relax and just push it down afterwards. You can notice around the edges the colour starting to change just up and it's starting to come up. Now it's about halfway up. I'm just going to put the the scallop into the hot pan. Get a nice colour on there. Fish is starting to change colour. It's almost white all the way through now, so I'm just going to turn that over. So we're just going to turn the scallop over now. Add a little bit of butter. As it starts to foam, have a little squeeze of lemon juice, and then baste the fish. Now we're good to plate. We've got the pumpkin puree on the plate, the vanilla mash piped on. There we've got the wonderful sea bass from Anglesey. So there's the sea bass. Here I've got some hazelnuts that we put through the oven, took the husk off and blended. I'm just rolling it in the hazelnuts. There's the vanilla sticks that we did. It's foaming the sauce. So we've got lots of air in there, it helps with the flavour. Anglesey sea bass, hazelnut crusted scallop, butternut squash puree and vanilla mash. So we look forward to seeing you. Come down to 1539, try the pan fried sea bass.